Now, let us discuss about the transport channels. Here, the transport channels are used by the physical layer to offer services to the MAC layer, and they are characterized by how and with what characteristics data is transferred over the radio interface. It involves channel coding scheme, modulation scheme, and antenna mapping. Transport channels are classified into two types. One is downlink transport channels, another one is uplink transport channels. In the downlink transport channels, we have the first one is downlink shared channel, which is DLSCH. It is used for transmitting the downlink data, that is data from base station to the user equipment or mobile. Both control and traffic data associated with the logical control and logical traffic channels, which we have studied in the logical channels, are mapped over here. Okay, and it supports automatic request, dynamic link adaptation, dynamic and semi persistent resource allocation, user equipment discontinuous reception, and multicast or broadcast transmissions. And also, it is able to maximize the throughput by allocating the resources to the optimum user equipments. So maximize the throughput means the data rate. Okay, next we have broadcast channel or BCH. It is associated with BCCH in the logical channel. Broadcast system information over the entire coverage area of the cell. If a cell of radius 5 km is there, in the entire coverage area, it will broadcast the system information. Also, it has a fixed transport parameter defined by the specifications of LTE. Next channel is multicast channel or MCH. It is associated with the MCCH and MTCH logical channels for the multicast or broadcast services. It supports multicast broadcast single frequency networks or MBSFN transmission, which transmits the same information of the same radio resource from multiple synchronized base stations to multiple user equipments. That is the specialty of multicast channel. Now, the next one is paging channel, which is associated with the PCCH logical channel. It dynamically allocates physical resources, that is the memory, or you can say the bandwidth or the frequencies present. Okay, used to broadcast over the entire coverage area, and it is transmitted on the physical downlink shared channel, which is PDSCH. It supports user equipment discontinuous reception. Okay, this discontinuous reception and all we will study in the next few chapters. Now, that's all about the downlink transport channels. The four channels are downlink shared channel, broadcast channel, multicast channel, and paging channels. These are from the base station to our user equipment. Now we'll see uplink transport channels. The data on each transport channel is organized into transport blocks. Here, the transmission time of each transport block is called transmission time interval TTI. In LTE, TTI is 1 millisecond. TTI is also the minimum interval for link adaptation and scheduling decision. Without spatial multiplexing, at most one transport block is transmitted to a UV in each TTI. With spatial multiplexing, up to two transport blocks can be transmitted in each TTI to a user equipment. Now this is about uplink transport channel. What is the importance of that? Let us see the channels. First one is uplink shared channel, ULSCH. It is associated with CCH and DCCH and DTCH logical channels. Supports H automatic repeat request, dynamic link adaptation, and also dynamic and semi-persistent resource allocations, same as downlink shared channel. And next, random access channel RACH is a specific transport channel that is not mapped to any logical channels. You have to remember this. And it transmits relatively small amounts of data for initial access, or in the case of RRC, state changes. Besides these transport channels, there are different types of control information defined in the MAC layer, which are important for various physical layer procedures. The defined control informations include downlink control information. The downlink control information or DCI information is related to downlink or uplink scheduling assignment, that is the assignment of the frequencies, channels, modulation schemes and coding schemes, and transmit power control, and is sent over the physical downlink control channel. This information is sent over PDCCH. And this DCI or downlink control information supports 10 different formats as in table 6.1. Format 0 is there, which is uplink schedule assignment. Format 1 will be downlink scheduling for one code word. Likewise, format 1A, B, C, D, 2A, 2B, 3A, 2 and 2A, 3 and 3A, having specific information. Okay, can go through that. Next one is control format indicator. Control format indicator indicates how many symbols the downlink control information spans in that subframe. Takes values of control format indicator 1, 2 or 3 and is sent over the physical control format indicator channel PCFICH. HARQ indicator or HI. It carries the HARQ acknowledgement in response to uplink transmissions and is sent over the physical hybrid ARQ indicator channel. Next, HI, the example is HI is equal to 1 for positive acknowledgement and HI is equal to 0 for a negative acknowledgement. This is the information which deals with automatic repeat requests and its acknowledgement. Okay, and the next one is uplink control information UCI. It is used for measurement indication on the downlink transmission. Next is scheduling request of uplink. HARQ acknowledgement of downlink transmissions. UCI can be transmitted either on the physical uplink control channel or physical uplink shared channel PUSCH. So these are the control information required for the MAC layer. Next is physical channels. These physical channels actually they defines the actual transmission. Each physical channel corresponds to a set of resource elements in the time frequency grid that carry information from higher layers. So these are the one which on which we are going to put our data, control information, our frames, everything, and we are going to transmit it to larger distances. So the basic entities that make a physical channel are resource elements and resource blocks. Physical channels are having resource element and resource blocks, which we have seen already, but we will go through them again. The physical channels are classified into downlink physical channels and uplink physical channels. let us see what are downlink physical channels. In downlink physical channels, that is from base station to the user equipment. First one is physical downlink control channel, PDCCH. It carries the information about transport format and resource allocation related to the DLSCH, data link shared channel, and PCH transport channels, and the HARQ information related to the DLSCH. And also it informs the user equipment about the transport format, resource allocation, and HARQ information related to uplink shared channel. So it basically all the information regarding the resource allocations, what is the format of the transporting data, and which particular ARQ information is required, all those things will be given to the user along with resource allocation. And it is mapped from the DCI transport channel. DCI transport channel means, you can see DCI is downlink control information. Second one is physical downlink shared channel, PDSCH. It carries the user data and higher layer signaling. It is associated with again downlink shared channel. Next one is physical broadcast channel. It corresponds to the BCH, which we have studied in the transport channel, and carries the system information. Fourth one is physical multicast channel, or PMCH. It carries the multicast or broadcast information for the MBMS service, that is multicast broadcast, multi-point communication. So next one is physical hybrid ARQ indicator channel, or PHICH. It carries HARQ acknowledgement or negative acknowledgement associated with the uplink data transmissions, mapped from the HI transport channel, which we have seen earlier. And next one is physical control format indicator channel, which is PCF ICH. It informs the user equipment about the number of OFDM symbols used for the PDCCH. So for in OFDM symbols, we have some control information, and rest of the things will be our data. In how much control information in the uh, physical layer, physical downlink layer, is being used for the particular purpose, that is been indicated by PCFICH channel, and it is mapped from the CFI transport channel. Next we have is uplink physical channels. What are these uplink physical channels? They are the channels for transmitting data from user equipments to the base station, or eNode B. First one is physical uplink control channel. It carries uplink control information, including channel quality indicators, acknowledgement, or NAKs for HARQ in response to the downlink transmission, uplink scheduling requests, that is requesting for access of some resources so that it can transmit the signal. Next is physical uplink shared channel, PUSCH. It carries the user data and higher layer signaling. It corresponds to UL, or uplink shared channel in the transport channel. It is the mapping. Okay, always here we are indicating which transport channel or logical channel will be mapped to which physical channel. When we have studied transport channel, we have seen that mapping of particular logical channel to the transport channel. In the physical channel, we are seeing the mapping of transport channel onto the physical channels where the data is actually transmitted. Next is physical random access channel, PRACH. It carries the random access preamble sent by user equipments. The random access preamble means you want to access the particular channel or bandwidth, means you have to send a request for particular into the base station. So it allocates, right? For that allocation, there is a format. So if in a particular format, if you are sending the data, then only it is recognized by the base station. So that is the preamble for random access. Besides the physical channels, there are signals embedded in the downlink and uplink physical layer, which do not carry information from higher layers. But the physical signals uh, defined in the LTE are very important. They are, one is reference signal, another one is synchronization signal. Reference signal is defined in both downlink and uplink for channel estimation that enables coherent demodulation, and for channel quality measurement to assist user scheduling. And synchronization signal is split into primary and secondary synchronization signal and is only defined in the downlink to enable acquisition of symbol timing and the precise frequency of the downlink signal. The synchronization and reference signals are the important signals used in uplink and downlink of any LTE system. Our next topic is channel mapping. All the three types of channels are present in downlink as well as in the uplink direction. Mapping of these channels is shown in the figure. You can see over here. These are the logical channels which we have discussed, and these are the transport channels, and we can see how they are mapped to particular transport channels. And most of the uplink shared channel, downlink shared channel are mapped to most of the logical channels, correct? And also when it comes to the physical layer, corresponding transport channels are mapped to physical channels. They are equal in number, correct? And finally, the mapping of control information to physical channels. We have seen the control informations, right? This DCI is mapped to PDCCH, CFI is mapped to physical CFI channel, HI is mapped to physical HI channel, and UCI is mapped to PUCCH and PUSCH channels. In the next lecture, we are going to look at downlink OFDMA radio resources.